You might think muscle cars got slower in 1971, but they didn't back down without a fight. Even with stricter rules and less horsepower, the fastest cars of 1971 were still burning rubber and running hard. 1. 1971. Plymouth HEMI Cuda. This is the 1971 Plymouth HEMI Cuda, and it was made to go fast. Let's begin with the engine. The Cuda came with a huge 426 HEMI V8 engine. This powerhouse made 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. That meant it could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.8 seconds. Even more exciting, it ran the quarter mile in only 14 seconds at 102 miles per hour. Here's something cool. Even with a lower compression ratio of 10.2 to 1, the car didn't slow down. It still kept the same 425 horsepower from the year before. That shows how powerful the engine really was. Now, let's talk about the sound. The car had a special shaker hood scoop that moved when the engine roared. It was called the Incredible Quivering Exposed Cold Air Grabber, and it helped push cold air into the engine to make it faster. And there's more. The 1971 Cuda got new styling up front with 4 headlights and a grille with 6 openings. On the sides, there were air vents in the fenders. In the back, the taillights were changed, and separate lights were used for turning, braking, and backing up. Moving to the inside. Many of these cars had the pistol grip 4-speed manual shifter. It gave the driver full control of the speed. Most didn't even ask for a radio. They just wanted to hear the engine roar. But wait, only 108 hardtops were built in 1971. Of those, just 60 had the manual transmission. That makes this car very rare. Here's one special fact. One of the HEMI Cudas was sent to Europe. It was red on the outside, black on the inside, and had a speedometer in kilometers. It even came with some 1972 parts from the factory, like the seats and the headliner. So, with strong power, fast times, and sharp looks, the 1971 Plymouth HEMI Cuda wasn't just fast, it was lightning on wheels. 2. 1971 Dodge Charger RT 426 HEMI. The 1971 Dodge Charger RT 426 HEMI is one of the fastest muscle cars ever made. First, let's talk about speed. The 426 HEMI engine was the heart of the Charger. This engine packed a punch with 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque, making it a true speed machine. The engine's power allowed the Charger to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds. That's incredibly fast, especially for a car from the early 1970s. The quarter-mile time was just 13.73 seconds at a top speed of 104 miles per hour, making it quicker than many other cars of its time, including the 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. When it came to handling, the Charger RT was built to match its speed. It had heavy-duty shock absorbers, heavy-duty brakes, and specially designed leaf springs. The rear gears were available in different options, including 3.23 gears for automatic transmissions and 3.54 or 4.10 for manual versions. These options helped improve acceleration and performance. Now, let's talk about the car's design. The 1971 Charger RT had a sleek and stylish body. It had a 2.5-inch wider body and a 3.2-inch wider rear track than its earlier models. This made the car look bigger, bulkier, and more aggressive on the road. The ventless side glass and concealed windshield wipers added to its smooth look, but the real thrill came when the car roared to life. Another reason the Charger was so fast was its transmission options. The Charger RT could be equipped with either a TorqueFlite automatic or a 4-speed manual. For serious performance enthusiasts, the 4-speed manual was the perfect match, allowing for quicker gear shifts and more control. The 4-speed option also came with special rear gear ratios for even better speed. To make the Charger even more powerful, Dodge offered the Ram Charger hood. This vacuum-powered air scoop fed fresh air into the engine, helping the Charger maintain its incredible speed. It was a feature found on the HEMI models and could even be activated with a simple knob from the inside of the car. 3. 1971 Chevrolet Corvette LS6. The 1971 Chevrolet Corvette LS6 is a powerful and fast machine built for speed. Starting with its engine, the LS6 had a 454 cubic inch V8 that cranked out 425 horsepower. This made it one of the most powerful engines of 1971. When you hit the gas, the car could reach 60 miles per hour in just 5.3 seconds. That's impressive, especially for a car from the 1970s. Its top speed was just as fast, allowing drivers to zip down the road with ease. To keep up with the speed, the Corvette had a heavy-duty M22 Rock Crusher transmission. This special 4-speed manual transmission helped drivers shift gears quickly, boosting the car's performance. The engine also had an 850 cubic feet per minute Holley 4-barrel carburetor that provided more air, making sure the engine ran smoothly even at high speeds. This helped the Corvette reach its maximum power and speed. However, all that power came with a price. The Corvette wasn't very good on gas. It only got between 9 and 14 miles per gallon, which wasn't great for fuel efficiency. But in 1971, gas was only about 38 cents per gallon, so it didn't matter much back then. The focus was on speed, and the Corvette delivered. Next, the Corvette LS6 was equipped with high-performance brakes and a solid suspension system. These features helped keep the car stable and safe when going fast. With its strong braking power, the Corvette could stop quickly without losing control, even at high speeds. This made it more reliable for both racing and street driving. The LS6 also had a unique exhaust system with special headers and side pipes. These parts gave the Corvette a loud, aggressive sound when speeding down the road. They also helped the engine breathe better, allowing for even more performance. However, the 1971 Chevrolet Corvette LS6 was built to be fast, and it lived up to its reputation. Whether on the racetrack or the street, this car could go from 0 to 60 in a flash and maintain its speed with ease. Number 4. The 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351. The 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351 is a very fast car. First, let's talk about how fast it goes. The Boss 351 has a 351 cubic inch engine with 330 horsepower. This helps the car go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.8 seconds. That's super quick. The car also does a quarter mile in 14.1 seconds at 100.6 miles per hour, which is really fast for a car like this. The top speed of the Boss 351 is 117 miles per hour, which is very good, but it's limited by the red line. Shifting gears to engine. The Boss 351 has a high-performance engine that makes a lot of power. This makes the car go fast and gives it great speed. The engine is also good at handling and moving quickly. It's built to last and made to be strong for high speeds. Next, the Mustang has a great transmission. The Boss 351 comes with an M22 Rock Crusher 4-speed manual transmission. This helps the car shift quickly, which is great for racing and fast driving. The transmission works well with the engine, so you get smooth and fast shifts. However, when it comes to stopping, the Mustang's brakes are not perfect. Sometimes the left front brake can lock up before the others, making the stopping distance longer. But in most cases, the Mustang stops quickly. When driving the Boss 351, you'll feel the power of the engine. The car is good at cornering, especially when you use its power to push through turns. But if you try to go too fast without enough power, the car might understeer. This can be tricky for drivers who are not used to fast cars. In terms of comfort, the Boss 351 isn't the best for everyday driving. The ride can feel hard, and the car doesn't handle bumps too well. It's best for smooth roads where you can enjoy the speed and power. The car's controls are also easy to use, but the clutch can feel a little too light. Overall, the 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351 is a fast car that is fun to drive, especially on smooth roads. 5. 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS454 LS5. The 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS454 LS5 is a true speed machine. The car is equipped with a massive 454 cubic inches LS5 V8 engine, pushing out an impressive 450 horsepower after a rebuild. This engine delivers serious power, paired with a Muncie M22 4-speed manual transmission that offers precise control for maximum performance. The car accelerates to 60 miles per hour in just 6 seconds, a testament to its muscle car heritage. The quarter-mile time of 14.35 seconds at 97 miles per hour shows just how fast this Chevelle can go. Even for its time, these numbers were remarkable, putting the car in the fast lane with a strong presence on the road. The 3.3 1-to-1 rear-end gears contribute to the car's quick launches and keep it stable at high speeds. Handling is equally impressive. The Chevelle features a specially tuned F41 suspension with front and rear stabilizer bars, allowing for smooth cornering and better control when pushing the car to its limits. Power disc brakes ensure the car can stop just as fast as it accelerates. With these enhancements, the Chevelle can easily take on twists and turns at high speeds without losing its grip. The exterior of the Chevelle adds to its speed-driven persona. The cowl induction hood, complemented by dual black racing stripes, doesn't just look good. It helps cool the engine and improve aerodynamics. The Chevelle's 5-spoke 15-inch wheels are wrapped with Goodyear Polyglass GT tires that offer excellent traction, even when the car is blasting down the road. Inside, the black vinyl interior includes bucket seats and a center console, providing comfort while keeping the focus on performance. The dashboard is equipped with a 120 mph speedometer, a 7,000 revolutions per minute tachometer, and essential gauges for oil pressure, fuel level, coolant temperature, and voltage. The additional aftermarket gauge at the top of the center console helps keep the driver informed during high-speed drives. Every aspect of the 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle SS454 LS5 is designed to push the limits of speed, making it an undeniable force on the road. 6. 1971 Dodge Challenger RT 446-pack. The 1971 Dodge Challenger RT 446-pack is built for speed and power. Let's dive into how fast it really goes. First, under the hood, you'll find a 440 cubic inch V8 engine that pushes out 385 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. This gives the Challenger RT an impressive amount of power. With such a strong engine, the car can zoom down the road with ease. When it comes to speed, the Challenger RT can complete the quarter mile in just 13.75 seconds, which is super fast for its time. It can also hit a top speed of 104 miles per hour. That's a pretty impressive feat, especially for a car from 1971. You can feel the power as you press the gas, and it's clear this car was made for fast driving. Now, let's talk power. The 440 V8 gives the car a big boost in speed. This engine can rev up quickly, making the car feel like it's flying down the road. The torque is so high that it lets the car move with force, pushing you back into your seat when you accelerate. One of the things that make the Challenger RT stand out is its 4-speed manual transmission. This helps the driver shift quickly and smoothly, keeping the car in high gear for maximum speed. If you want even more control, the 4-speed gives you the perfect way to handle the car at high speeds. But that's not all. The rear end of the car is built for speed too. It comes with a 4.1 Dana 60 axle, which helps with the car's quick takeoffs and fast cornering. The rear end makes sure that all the engine's power gets to the wheels, making sure you don't lose any speed during your drive. With all these features combined, the 1971 Dodge Challenger RT440 pack is a fast car that can outrun many of its competitors. Its combination of horsepower, torque, and a strong transmission gives it a quick burst of speed that's hard to beat. You can feel the power every time you push the pedal to the metal, and that's what makes this muscle car a true speed demon. 7. 1971 Pontiac GTO The Judge. The 1971 Pontiac GTO The Judge was built to be fast and powerful on any road. Speaking of powerhouse, the engine was a 455 HOV8 that made 335 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. Even though it had lower compression at 8.4 to 1, it could still move with force. The Judge had no trouble racing from 0 to 60 in just 6.1 seconds. That's like blink, and it's gone fast. Next in line, quarter-mile time. The Judge finished it in 13.4 seconds at 102 miles per hour. Even with emissions rules and no ram air engines, it kept up with tough competition. Its 3-speed Muncie manual transmission helped shift gears quickly. It also had an 11-inch clutch and Hurst shifter to keep things tight and ready. Now, under the cover. The Judge came with special round port heads, code 197. These had 111 cubic centimeter chambers and big 2.11 to 1.77-inch valves. It also used the 068 cam, which had a long duration at 288/302 degrees. That meant stronger engine breathing and better revs. Let's go to the drive. A steel drive shaft connected to a 12-bolt rear end with 3.31 gears. That made sure power reached the wheels without delay. The grip came from Rally 2 wheels with G70-14 Firestone tires. Those tires could handle all the torque with no slip. Moving on, handling and control. The Judge came with heavy-duty springs, 1.125-inch front sway bars, and 0.875-inch rear sway bars. That made it more stable while speeding through corners. Stopping was just as strong. With power disc brakes in front and 9.5-inch drum brakes in back, the Judge could slow down fast too. For extra control, it had a dual reservoir master cylinder and Delco Moraine calipers. The setup was built to stop hard from high speeds, keeping the driver safe and sharp. Now for some extras. The Judge had a hood tack, air scoops, and a 60-inch rear spoiler. These made it look fast and stay cool. Only 374 of these Judges were made in 1971. Out of those, only 11 had the Muncie 3-speed. All things considered, the Judge delivered speed, power, and rare performance parts. From the engine to the tires, every part was made for fast. 8. 1971 Buick GSX 455 Stage 1. The 1971 Buick GSX 455 Stage 1 was built to fly. First off, let's talk power. Under its wide striped hood sat a big 455 cubic inch V8 engine. That thing could roar. The Stage 1 version pushed out 345 horsepower. When you stomped on the pedal, it was like lightning shot through the tires. From 0 to 60 miles per hour, it took just 6.9 seconds. Not bad for a big car. But even better, it raced the quarter mile in 15.3 seconds at 96 miles per hour. Fast, right? That's why this car ruled the road. Even though horsepower numbers dropped from the year before, the GSX still felt wild. Thanks to its low-end torque, it could leap off the line like a lion chasing dinner. Next up, the way it looked. Here's the cool part. It was one of only 265 GS cars painted with code 78 rosewood. And this one? It's the only rosewood Stage 1 ever listed in the Buick Stage 1 registry. Rare and fast, A powerful combo. Now, shift gears literally. This car had options: automatic, 3-speed or 4-speed manual transmissions. The strongest axle gear was 3.42 to 1. Not the tallest, but strong enough to burn rubber. Even with rules changing and fuel going unleaded, the GSX stayed mean. So then came the road feel. Heavy-duty springs, shocks, a stabilizer bar, and big wide oval tires meant it held tight through turns. No wobbles, no shakes, just grip and go. You could cruise to the store or blast down the highway with style. Let's not forget the facts. This car had a 4-barrel carb, dual exhausts, and real-deal ram air scoops that fed cold air into the beast of an engine. Every part screamed muscle. Buick meant business. And now a quick flashback. The original owner kept every bit of proof: window sticker, Protect-O plate, and even photos. With just 55,000 miles and most parts still numbers matching, this machine is nearly all original. A rare survivor from a time when speed was king. Best part? It still runs. It's taken to shows, cruise nights, and sunny day drives. Fast with class, just like it was born to be. Every time it starts, the road listens. 9. 1971 Oldsmobile 442 W30. Some cars look strong, others sound strong, but the 1971 Oldsmobile 442 W30? It was strong. To begin with, it wasn't a common ride. Only 920 were made that year. Of those, 810 were hardtops, and just 110 were convertibles. That made each one special, like finding treasure on wheels. One of the flashiest colors was bittersweet orange, code 62. Add racing stripes and the W30 badge, and this car looked fast even when parked. Now, let's pause for a second, because here comes the fun part. The W30 was quick, real quick. With a 455 cubic inch V8 engine under the hood, it delivered 350 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It jumped from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. Not only that, but it ran the quarter mile in 13.90 seconds at 101 miles per hour. That's faster than many cars from today. Even though it used lower compression gas, it still had that punch thanks to its factory blueprinted engine. Back to the build, this W30 had serious parts. It came with a special aluminum intake, a performance quadrajet carb, low restriction exhaust, and an air induction hood. All these work together to suck in cool air and blast out raw muscle. Some W30s with manual transmissions kept a hotter camshaft from 1970, which added even more power. Let's shift gears now literally. You could get the 442 W30 with an automatic or a 4-speed manual. Inside, it had a sporty 4-spoke steering wheel, comfy bucket seats, and simple gauges that screamed speed. Some owners took things further. Larry, for example, restored his W30 with great care. He repainted the body, matched the engine ports, and added AX rods in the carb secondaries. Here's where things got wild. The W30 could still roar like thunder. After a full engine rebuild with a 0.030-inch overbore, it was estimated to be making around 385 horsepower. Even though it ran a bit rich, the moment the gas pedal was slammed, it just launched. In the middle of muscle car madness, this Olds stood tall. Even though GM cut compression to meet fuel rules, Oldsmobile found a way to make speed matter. They added a heart where others gave up. Without warning, the W30 became a storm on wheels. And once it moved, nothing stood in its way. 10. 1971 AMC Javelin AMX 401. It looked sharp and ready. The 1971 AMC Javelin AMX 401 was not just a cool car, it was a fast one. Covered in bright orange paint, it had black leather seats, a spoiler on the back, and big shiny 17-inch wheels. The front had a cowl induction hood, and side exit exhaust pipes made it look wild. Inside, there was a floor console, a 4-spoke steering wheel, and a radio with push buttons. Right in the center of the car was the real star, a Z-Code 401 cubic-inch V8 engine. That big block was built to move. It made 330 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. That meant quick launches, strong pulls, and loud growls. The Javelin weighed about 3,244 pounds and could zoom down the quarter-mile in the mid-14s, hitting around 93 miles per hour. That's some great speed for a muscle car in 1971. Even better, power went to the rear wheels through a 3-speed automatic transmission. It had a twin-grip limited-slip differential, which helped keep both back tires spinning hard. Add in a Motorcraft 4-barrel carb and dual intake tubes, and you had a car that breathed like a beast. The exhaust system didn't even have mufflers, so the sound was loud and raw, just like a race car. Let's go back to the outside. This AMX had wide wheel arches to fit big tires. The rear roof spoiler and chin spoiler helped with high-speed driving. Even the hood was designed to pull in cool air when speeding. These features didn't just look cool, they helped the car stay in control while going fast. Speaking of interior design, the seats were trimmed in black leather. The dashboard had a special silver trim and a locking glove box. A tachometer showed up to 8,000 RPM, and the speedometer topped out at 140 miles per hour. There was even a grab handle for the passenger, just in case things got too wild. Then came the extras. Power steering made turning easy. Front disc brakes helped the car stop quickly. The master cylinder was replaced to keep the brakes sharp. The car also came with spare wheels, paperwork, and removed trim. All in all, this Javelin AMX 401 was built to go fast, look sharp, and sound mean. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more car stories.